What's up? What's up, people? How y'all doing out there? Yes, sir. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk for Real Men. Yes, sir. So we're gonna get this thing cracking in a minute. Alexa, stop. So I want to welcome everybody on this Saturday, March the I'm losing track of my time. March the 6th. You know. So welcome another edition of Saturday night's version of Real Talk for Real Men. See, we got Bird in the house. What's going on, Mr. Bird? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, my brother. We love having you. And Bert, I got you on the screen twice. I see.
Uh, Double trouble.
There you go. There you go. All right, that's what's up. And of course, I got Tasha. How you doing, McMac?
I'm good. It was a nice day here. It is a lot of people out, but it's a Saturday. That's all I can be happy about.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm glad to see you two faces here. So we don't know who else going to join us. I always try to give a couple of minutes, But how's the week going so far for you guys? For me, I'm exhausted, but how's everything going so far this week?
Oh, for me, you know what? I felt kind of sluggish this week. I'm not sure because like the change of weather and also I'm not too sure. But yeah, I felt like I was creeping and crawling through this whole thing. Like I was trying.
Oh man, ironically, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that in a way because I can't seem to get in gear and I don't know what it is. And I was talking to Tasha earlier today, and that's change of weather is like from day to day is we don't know what to expect. And so I haven't slept well all week. So absolutely. Tasha, how about you? Overall, how's your week been with the end of the week?
I cannot complain. We're finally getting back to on track at work and everything, so I cannot complain. But I can tell you though, there's a shift going on. I don't know if you've noticed or not. In the days, it's starting to get longer. The days are starting to get longer, starting to stay light a lot longer. Time is getting ready to change, so that could be something that we're experiencing as well.
It's got to be something. I'll tell you. What's going on, Shafana? Good to see you, sweetheart. Even if you can't be in person, thanks for touching base with us. Yeah. So I don't know what it is, but it's been a long week. And in my business, it's start week, so it's been especially stressful in some ways, just dealing with the normal minutia that we deal with on top of just changing weather and stuff. So it's just been a very interesting week in that regard. So I'm going to give everybody about 2 more minutes. And, you and I, we talk about this, Tasha, welcome any viewers out there. So Shafana, thanks for popping in. Anybody else, I appreciate you showing up. Say hello to us. But we realize not only is it Saturday, this is All-Star Saturday here in Atlanta. So if you're here, a lot of people may just simply be out and about doing their thing. We know that the states are starting to lift, the standards about the pandemic. And so for a lot of people, it's life back to normal, for a lot of people. So I won't
Well,
say that for me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we are coming up on the 1 year anniversary shortly, March the 13th.
Oh,
Coming
wow.
up. Yeah.
Thank you for
So
reminding me. We got to do something special. Oh man, thank you for reminding me. Okay, we got to do something. Man, haven't this year gone by relatively quick?
crazy. I know it's crazy.
Fantastic. Well, you know what? That almost makes it fitting. Look who's on screen. You know, you and I, we started this journey together, and we're still here. But it's
Mhm.
also a beautiful thing to be able to make it to a year like any anniversary,
Mhm.
just to be able to say you survived it. We've been through
Right.
so much. So fantastic. All right. So thank you for reminding me of that. So we're gonna go ahead on and I'll get started. And in case you guys haven't tuned in yet, the show tonight we're gonna be talking about would you rather. You know, everybody know that on my Saturday shows, I think I'm getting a little bit of feedback from yours, Bert.
You still getting some feedback?
Yeah, it's some feedback. I know sometimes how we do that. If you plug in like a headset or something, right, Tasha?
Yeah, sometimes that can help. Or it sounds like there's like another device in the background that might be picking up on the sound too.
Okay. All right. Let me tap out. No, I'll come back in.
All right, okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna be talking about would you rather.
Hmm.
Um, we try to keep Saturday shows very lighthearted for anybody tuning in. You know, we pretty much cover a lot of the heavier topics on Wednesdays.
Hmm.
That's where we kind of get down to the nitty gritty and, we bare our souls,
Yeah,
But on Saturdays, we like to relax. And in
yeah.
particular, this Saturday, you know, everybody's going through a little melancholy feel. So I might
Mhm.
even do an abbreviated show today. It just depends on how I feel when we get to the hour mark. But Tasha, would you rather?
Okay.
And the love and relationship edition. I see that we got Sherry joining us. Welcome, sis. How you doing?
I'm fine. Hi, people. Hi,
All right,
Tasha.
good to see you.
Hi, Freddie and
What's
Tasha.
up, Jenny P? How
Hi.
you doing? Good to see you,
Fine.
sweetheart. All right, so thanks for tuning in. So we were just about to get started. We're going to be talking about tonight. The topic is would you rather. This is fun.
Hmm.
Y'all know on Saturdays we like to keep it really light, keep it really fun. So we're just going to propose some scenarios and talk about it, and then kind of just have a little lighthearted time with it. What's up, Kendrick? Kendrick says he may come on a little bit later. So absolutely, my brother. We missed your input, your face. So hope to see you here a little bit later. But we're gonna Brittany as well. Hey, Brittany, hola, sweetheart. How you doing? Good to see you as well. So thank you for guys for joining. So we're gonna pop this thing off with our first "Would you rather" question, and this is the love and relationship edition as we bring in Hannah and Britt back on. So I'm going to ask a question. Tasha's going to ask a question. And I always put it out there for the audience as well. If you guys have something you want to throw in there as well, hey, we welcome questions from you as well. So my first question I want to ask is, and again, it's very light. Would you rather date someone that your family despises but your friends love, or date someone that your friends can't stand but your family adores? So this is where we want to talk about, you know, dating and what it means between family and friends. What's going on, Lamar? Appreciate you peeking in, my brother. Thanks for the love and support. Appreciate that. So the question again is, would you rather date someone that your family despises but your friends love, or date someone that your friends can't stand but your family adores? Anybody?
Oh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna say I would date someone that my family likes, but my friends may despise. I do, because for me, I'm thinking in terms of like longevity, because your family, when you're bringing all of that in and bringing all that together, it's looking at the long haul. And sometimes it could be that the friends could grow to love them over a certain amount of time, but ultimately, I would want my family to like them.
Very interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna mix it up. Bert, I'm gonna go to a guy.
All right.
For you, which one would it be?
Uh, it'll be more my family. Because I gotta let my moms smell her out. The whole there's certain little things that family can pick up on
Okay.
than what friends can pick up on.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
have to agree with Tosh on one thing. Your friends, they can learn to love her. But my
Okay.
family, they always going to be around. That's my backbone there. And I gotta make sure that they might be able to tell me something. Because guess what? There were times where they did warn me. Now I didn't take heed.
I
And I
know that
wound up
feeling.
falling into a ditch. But
Right.
at the end of the day, family definitely, she gotta get along with family.
Okay,
I was-
okay.
I don't know.
So far we batting 1,000. Even Brittany say family first. She kept it short, sweet. Okay. Jenny or Sherry?
I
Same
said
question.
my family. I would prefer to date somebody that my family like because my family is gonna be there forever. Friends may come and go, and my
Okay.
opinion to me it matters most because we're pretty close. They
Okay.
crazy, although they're crazy, but we pretty close. I'm
Okay.
a very close knit family, so they might see something that I don't see.
That's what's up. I can respect that. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Sherry, bring it on home. For you, which one is it? Would you rather date somebody that's more important to the family or to your friends?
I'd rather date somebody that's more important to the family. Because Tony, you better be glad Freddie like you, else you will be out.
Wow. Wow. What's up, Kennard? How you doing, my brother? Okay, I am about to shock everyone then. Apparently,
Wow.
for me, I would rather date someone that my friends love. I've always felt this way. Now,
Mhm.
something you said, Jenny, really hit home. You said you're very close to your family.
Yes.
Whew. So for me, over the last, I would say 7 years, I've become closer to my family now than I've ever been, and it couldn't be. I couldn't ask for anything more. Um, for me, it's a beautiful thing that I got to this stage of my life. Where I'm closer to my family than I've ever been. But I've always felt that for me, my family's opinion didn't matter all that much. Being perfectly honest. In fact, I used to go out and seek out people that particularly didn't cater towards what my family thought because I wanted that loyalty to be to me. And then for me, my friends, see now, so I'm gonna say this, I don't have a whole lot of friends. When I
Mhm.
use the word friends, I said this before, we use the term too loosely. And so for me, when I say you're my friend, anybody that's in my world, my little world, and I say, well, man, that's my friend. That means I got so much love for you. I really would ride and die with you. I know where the bones are buried. You know where the bones are buried. And so because they're in my immediate stratosphere, for me, I would want my friends to adore the person because something else you said, family is going to be there. We don't get to pick our family. And
Right.
so for me, I would rather be working towards them getting to know the person. But if they don't like them or not, at the end of the day, hey, she's sleeping with me. So whether mama like her legs in the air or not, it really doesn't matter. So, so
Freddie, you crazy.
I'm just saying. So that's really for me.
I
Joseph
respect
says it depends. It doesn't matter what family or friends think. It's what makes me happy. My friends always keep it more honest about women and family. So there's a man that kind of shares some of my views in a
Mhm.
sense that sometimes with family, they're judging the person on what they want out of them.
that. Right.
I know I dated women before that my family wanted me to pick her because she adored my sisters or, she would eat them up or whatever. Whereas if you're a friend of mine, I just do believe Tasha's my best friend.
Mhm.
I believe that if I brought a woman into the picture, and let's say she was a piece of shit, she had some really bad qualities or whatever. I just believe my friend is going to say to me at some point, "Look, Black, I don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever, but she gonna give me the real dope
Yeah.
because the how y'all say family can see things. I think my friend knows my personality. She knows my likes. She knows all the things that make me tick. And I think she would be able to pick up on that before my family would. So
That's true.
That's
And
interesting.
And then
your
you know
friends
what
see a
though?
different side of you than
I
your
was
family
I,
does.
It's like
shows
your
me
whatever
that.
your relationship is with your family.
That
You
is
know, I
very
think
true.
everybody's family, and that's why I was
That's
kind of
very
like
true.
I didn't want
That's
to go
very
too
true.
deep into it because
Right.
of the fact that I know every family is not close.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah,
Very
so
true.
I get it in your sense on what you're talking about.
Very
Yeah, and
true.
then it would shift to my friends because they my dogs. Then yeah, I know they're gonna give me the real.
Absolutely. But I'm proud to say I've made great strides with my family. For those that don't know, I moved away from New York when I was 17 years old. And so it's not so much that we don't like each other. They didn't get to know the grown adult me. I left home a teenager, a kid, and I was gone for 20 years. So for a lot of my family, even brothers and sisters, by the time they saw me again, I was an adult, a grown ass man with all of these intricate things that make me so special. So anyway,
I would want to say one other thing, Freddie. I would say my family's opinion does matter because we're very close, and I would
I,
say they know me better than anyone.
I
But
got you.
I'm still gonna do whatever I want to do at the end of the day. Like I'm gonna
Absolutely.
make my own decision. I would like for my family to like them, but if it's somebody who I like and I care about, I'm
Right.
what I want,
Absolutely.
and they gonna have to respect
All right. Hey, well said. Well said, baby. Okay. Tasha, come on out there with the next one. The next would
Okay.
you rather?
So I have one that's kind of similar to this question. Would you rather marry the person that you hate the most or let that person marry the person that you love the most? So, like your best friend.
Repeat that one more again.
right.
Okay. Would you rather you marry the person that you hate the most, or would you rather that person marry the person that you love the most?
Oh, that's a good.
Oh,
That's a good one.
oh.
I got my answer. I truly have my answer. You
I,
know,
I think I got my answer too.
go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead, Sherry.
I think I'd rather the person I love the most, I'd rather them marry my friend because
No, this is somebody you hate. If I understood the
Mhm.
question right,
It is.
Right.
wait a
if
It's
minute.
the
I
person that you hate the most, Sherry. Would you rather them marry you, or would you rather the person that you hate the most marry the person that you love?
I I would
No,
have to go with the
I'd
person.
rather what I'm
I would
saying
marry
is
the person that I hate.
the person that I love.
Bird, I'm coming to you next because I got to hear your answer.
Wait a minute, the
So
person
Sherry,
that
what you say?
wait a minute, the person that I love, they will be marrying like say with their friend, but I love them.
No, you keep mixing it up.
Mm-mm.
Somebody you love, they will be marrying somebody that you hate the
Hey,
most.
right.
You're getting lost. Think about
Oh,
whoever somebody you hate the most. Would you rather them marry you or somebody you love?
well, see,
I can't
uh,
see your face, sis. I can't see
oh,
your face.
oh no, I gotta think about that one now.
Okay,
Okay.
come on, Bert. I gotta
Uh,
hear this.
man, it- I couldn't do that to my dog, man.
Mm.
And you know what? Maybe because sometimes I could have a masochistic type nature or
Okay,
something. But I would. Oh man, marriage and I just couldn't know. I couldn't knowingly put him with somebody that I hate because there's a reason why. Hate is a strong word for me to use.
Mhm.
So if
okay,
I hate you, it got to be something that's crazy that you know what I mean. Like I just can't. I can't. We can't even share the same space.
okay,
We might not even
okay,
be able to share the same planet if I hate you.
okay. Right, right, right. And so for you're kind of like what Joseph is saying. Joseph's saying he'll take the burden and marry the person to protect the person he loves.
Woof.
Kudos to Joseph.
But I
That's
don't know
that's some hell of a altruism. I will say that.
You ain't never lied.
That's some
I've been
hell of a
married
altruism.
before, and listen,
okay, so
I same here.
like
I wonder if I made that
you
deal
married.
back then with somebody
Right.
I don't know.
Oh well, listen, I'm going.
Same here.
I think I'd rather let my friend marry the person that I hate.
Okay.
Wow.
But
Why?
I would simply tell my friend, listen, You know I don't like him. I can't stand him. But if you love him, you do what's best for you. But just me and you deal, keep him away from me.
I
Okay.
can understand that.
Okay. I get you that. Welcome, D. How you doing, sweetheart? So you
Yeah,
coming in a little bit late. I'm gonna put you on the
yeah.
spot. You're gonna jump in here right off the bat. Of course, we're playing Would You Rather. So the
Mhm.
question is, would you rather marry somebody you hate or have somebody you love marry that person, if I understand it correctly?
Yeah.
I would put the burden on the other person. I'm not marrying anybody that I hate.
I'm
Right.
Steve Darrell.
Sorry.
Darrell.
I'm not doing it. I'll be in jail doing life. No,
Right.
Mm.
no.
I think Brittany would agree with you. She says, I definitely couldn't commit to spend my life with someone I hate. However, they might be the perfect person for someone I love.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I can tolerate them if they're with somebody that I love, but I couldn't do it myself. No.
I'm gonna go in here, Tasha, next. I'm with D.
Mhm.
I'm with Brittany. I'm even with what Bert said. If I hate you, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I just can't deal with you. And my thing is, I'm not gonna be miserable. I left a marriage of somebody I loved. I loved her. And I still left that marriage because I wasn't happy. It wasn't going in the right direction it should have. And I cowardly tricked my way out of that marriage. I can say that now, but I took the coward's way out. Hindsight is 2020. But thinking about it at the time, I wasn't happy. There were no kids involved. I felt like, I did want her to be happy. I love this woman, but if I couldn't be happy in it, so I ain't no way in hell, like Brittany says, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life committed to somebody that I hate. And then here's the beauty of my personality. If they marry somebody I love, I can visit their house and wouldn't say not one word to the
Me too.
bitch.
Yep. Me too.
I don't even have to speak to her. Long as we cool and my friend who I love know how I feel, I can sit in the same table with her and I could be polite, but we don't have to say nothing to each other. I can do that. Tasha, round it out.
I would marry that person because if it's someone who I absolutely, if it for a friend of mine that I absolutely love, I would not want you to put you through that. But it would be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's what it would be. Like it would be it would
Wow.
be contentious in the house.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that we're not going to be committed to each other, but it would you're you're here and I'm here. We hate each other, but you're stuck with me.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Again, what a sacrifice. I appreciate that. Let me give a quick shout out to one of my new friends on Facebook, Simbabu. I forget what country you're from, Simbabu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But you gave a shout out to somebody you love. It looks like you said, love you, babe. So whoever D is, Simbabu loves you. Just know that. So
I
we
love
playing
you
a dating game
too.
tonight. Okay. I'm coming with my next question, folks. Would you rather date someone who gives you good sex but bad conversation,
Mm.
or date someone who gives you good conversation but bad sex?
Oh,
Mm.
Look, we
I'm
I'm
all
taking
we,
looking
that.
we
at
all took a
every
side
woman's
on
I
that.
face on here.
There was
I'm looking
one.
at every woman's face on here. So
That's a
it ain't but two guys. One of y'all gonna have to go.
Can I go?
I'm going
Come on,
to go ahead,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
Hannah, please.
I'm sorry. I need good sex. You can be silent. I don't. I can't. I don't want. You can be silent the whole time. But I'm big on conversation, so we're going to have a conversation. I need to be able to relate to you. I need to be able to bounce ideas off you. So if you can't give me that, then just give me the dick and be silent.
Oh, all right.
Damn. Thank you.
I ain't
Hey,
mad at you,
that's a
baby.
one.
I'm
I
not
ain't
mad either.
mad at you. I promise you I ain't mad at you. Kia, there is not another option here, so you got to pick one of the two.
That's your
I'm sorry.
And we
Okay.
being blunt tonight. It's Saturday.
Hey,
Look,
we keeping it real. Who want to go next?
I'll go.
I, Okay.
Oh, sorry. Tasha,
Go ahead,
Tasha had
D.
already said something.
No, I was just gonna say, for me, I was just gonna say, I don't know if there's another way to sum it up. Hana did it so well. So I
Yeah,
agree with Hana. So
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I
Well,
think
I'll
we.
step up. Well,
Well,
yeah, the sex gotta be good, bro. It gotta be good. You know what I mean? You can, like you said, you can shut the hell up. I mean, you know, some things you can just bypass or whatever. But man, I gotta have something good to go to bed with. You know what I'm saying? I gotta want to get into
okay.
something. You know,
I
conversation
feel
gonna
you.
help
I
that
feel
out.
you. I feel
Conversation
Okay.
you.
gonna help that out so much.
I'm still getting my thoughts together. Come on, D.
I'm gonna say I will take conversation over good sex. A man, there's something about a man that can stimulate your mind. I mean, the body will follow, and we can work on the sex. But if I can't have a conversation with you, I like to talk about everything from ratchet stuff to politics to and I need somebody that I can conversate with. That's what turns me on. So yeah, some dumb dude and all you got is dick. Nah, that ain't for me. Can't do it.
All
Well, what
right
if you brought
now. All
everything
right
right
now.
and
Well,
We
you
this
can make a
conversation is just
conversation
whack?
out of that.
we got one in the other corner, and Joseph say some conversations are a turn off. And Joseph, you ask a legitimate question. What defines bad sex? So we didn't define that, but we're going
Right.
to assume that when we say bad sex, we all kind of know what bad sex is. Now, I can't define it for a woman. I'm gonna define it for a man. Bad sex for a man is if the pussy stink,
Mm.
if she lay like a fish, you don't have no kind of movement, you can't take the dick. I mean,
Too much work.
you got to do all the work. You know what I'm saying? So if you turning me off with bad odors, bad mechanics, and you can't take D,
Mechanics.
yo. So in my mind, that's bad sex. So that's where my mind is, Joseph. I don't know how you define it. So ladies, since he asked that question, we're taking a little detour.
Well,
Anybody want to say for a woman, what's bad sex from a man?
Mm.
it's
yes,
different
Oh
for every
man.
woman, I think.
he cannot eat pussy. So that he can't eat pussy. His dick either doesn't stay hard, can't get hard all the way, or doesn't stay hard. He doesn't last, and when he does fuck, he fucks really hard and really fast on top of you really quickly, and that's
Jackrabbit.
it.
That
Like
part.
a jackrabbit. That's it.
Oh,
That part. And can I add,
Hmm.
he has the equipment but don't know how to use it. That's the worst ever.
Yes.
Don't have the equipment and don't know how to use it. Give it to
Yeah,
something useful.
and stinking breath.
Oh my God, yes.
Joseph, I hope
It's
that
body
answers
hair
that
for
part.
me.
Body,
Yeah.
me too, D. I
Body
don't like
hair. I don't
body
like
hair.
body hair.
I don't like.
Ladies and
Me either,
Okay,
gentlemen,
so
Dante.
if you can't last from behind, that's the worst.
ladies and gentlemen, they are laying it out
Yeah,
in
right.
uncertain
Figuratively and
terms.
literally.
They
Dante.
are not playing. They are not playing.
I agree with you, Darcel. And you know them ones that got that all them beady beads on their chest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, taco meat.
Disgusting.
Oh my God.
Taco
Okay.
meat.
See, y'all getting way too graphic. I try to sum it up.
Well, you
Y'all
asked
don't really
us.
want me to get that graphic. Y'all don't really want me to go that graphic because I can go there. But I want to finish this question. So we got D. D say for her is the conversation. Tasha
Mhm.
and Hannah says, it got to be the D. Sherry and Jenny, what you think?
Um, I I would like good conversation, but I gotta go with the dick. A good dick can bring forth great conversation.
Okay.
You get what? You could be like, nigga, come here, take this pussy like a man.
Free.
Man, I ain't mad at you, baby.
Let's get it popping,
Free.
nigga.
I ain't mad at you. Fellas, I hope y'all listening. Sherry, round it out. Which is more important for you?
The dick. I can't listen. You can shut up all the time. I can even put a bag on your head. I don't care about that.
Wow.
Like,
Man.
Wow.
All conversation,
Wow.
not good conversation. People talk too much and don't shut up.
yes. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't like all that talking shit when I'm getting busy. Shut up.
I
All
do.
right. All right.
I love it.
Woo.
D, and leaving me for last. And
Yeah.
D, I'm with you.
Yeah.
D, I am with you. At this stage of my life, it
Mhm.
has to be good conversation.
Right.
When I was younger and sex was supremely important to me, I had put bags over women's head, literally. So I literally have put bags on heads. Anybody who knows me know that it was about the numbers. So I was out there just to get mine. And I felt like I was so good at that time, I could bring their level of screwing up to a certain extent. And yes, even back then, I knocked them down with bad odors. I've been shit on before, farted on before. Odors. I've had. Well, Hannah's looking all shocked. I slept with midgets and women with limbs missing and all kinds of
The
shit. So
odor, not
I've
the
I've
odor.
I've run the gamut. Oh my God, I've slept with women that have cleared my whole house out. I had to open up every window in my 3-bedroom home for 6 or 7 hours to get they scent off out of it. So they wasn't musty. The pussy was funky. I've had funky. So back then, now I can deal with a little bit of musty. That's a whole nother conversation. Where I am now
He's done for the night.
is conversation. Like D, I'm
Mhm.
at this place now, y'all, where mentally I need to feel attracted to the person. You can have the bang in his body and the sex can be good, but I need to feel some kind of connection at this stage for me. And I can't believe I'm answering this question this way, having come from that place. But yes, for me at this stage, like you said, D, I feel like if the conversation is great, if I can lay there and talk with her,
Mhm.
and to me, that's the best part of a relationship for me at this stage. The sex part, like Money Mac said, it ain't but 40 pumps if you ain't got nothing to do count. So shit, it ain't so so realistically, after you finish nothing, I need to be able to enjoy the person and be able to want, and that's why I'm on a timeout because I'm in search of a woman that I want to be here, that I can laugh with and talk with about everything, and she can tolerate my crazy sense of humor and stuff. And so I feel like we can work on the sex part. So that's where I'm at, and that's so. Kendrick says, "Why can't a brother have both good conversations and good sex?" Uh, Kenny,
They
in a
normally
perfect
do.
world, but
Normally do.
and I'll say this, and when you find that, Kenny, you marry that woman. So when you find her and you got both, you absolutely, so that's when you know you want to get married. Brittany says, no wonder you prefer conversation. Yes, Brittany, baby, I've been through some walls out here, and I'm a limping soldier around here now. So
Okay, well, my question, and I have a follow-up question for mine
Eric
then
back there killing
on the
his
same similar subject. So for the rest of your life, where you are right now, everyone, would you rather take a vow of celibacy or take a vow of silence?
let me go
I'll do.
first. Let me go first. No, go ahead, D. I'm sorry. I always let the guests go first.
I was gonna say I'll do silence.
Now, me
He
too.
can talk to me, but I mean
Now,
I
don't get
yeah.
it twisted. I haven't had anything in over a year. Don't get it twisted. I don't plan out sitting out the game for the rest of my life now.
Right.
So like I'm hoping to find that person out there, and I've been out shopping. Tasha and Darcel and Sherry, y'all been on the phone with me. There's many times right now here in this weekend. It's a lot of hoes in Atlanta, so
That's
I have
right.
to keep my monkey ass inside before I slip up. So I'm gonna have some sex again,
Please.
and I can be quiet. So
That all-star game, boy.
I
man,
know,
they
right?
they are here.
Get
I
caught
know
up.
they are.
They are here. I was riding around earlier today. They out here in the daytime. Right now, who coming off like a fat rat in Atlanta? Uh Homosexuals and hoes. If you got an extra hole that can be filled up, this is your
Not you
time.
both.
This is your time.
Whew.
And I'm not saying nothing bad against. I'm just saying if you out there looking for D, that's who is out there. So I'll tell you what, if them buttholes are clean and
Wow.
that snatch ain't too funky, it's just a little bit of musty, you can get it this
He said a little bit of musty.
It shouldn't be musty at all.
Well, most of them got a smell to it. The ones I've been with, most of them got a smell to it. I don't mind a little smell now.
Freddie is crazy.
All right, Tasha, come
If
on next.
I can I answer the question?
No, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go with silence. I
Okay.
was gonna say celibacy, but I've been celibate. Um, and yeah, I don't think I can give him sex right now at all. So at
You can't go.
all,
You can't go back to it, huh?
at all, at all.
Yes, he's Sally Literally.
But before I would actually answer it different. I would say silence.
Okay.
But now I
Okay.
would, yeah, give me all the sex. I'll be quiet. I'm with D. I'll be quiet. You can talk. I'll be the best listener you ever heard. I'll be the ears up.
But Bert, I want you to check out Joseph's point. So let's say if we chose silence, but the person speak like Cardi B, her voice. Because Joseph said, personally, he said, I have a hard time having sex with Cardi B because I don't like the way she speak. If she really speak like that, he say he couldn't do it.
Tell him just keep his D in her mouth.
So Joseph,
Beat me to the
That
punch.
part, D. That part.
heard
That's
that,
it.
and by her own
Yes.
admission, I believe her head game is on point.
Yeah.
By her own admission. So, all right. Tasha, the next question is supposed to be on you.
All right. Would you rather confess to cheating on your partner or catch your partner cheating on you?
Ooh,
Would you
good
rather-
one.
Yeah.
Very good one. Very, very good one.
You gonna have to catch me because I ain't saying shit.
All right. All right.
Straight up. Keep
I
the
like
light
that.
alive.
But I like that. But I like that. I like that.
Really?
Go ahead, Bird. You and Hannah. Go ahead.
You know what? Yeah, you're gonna have. I would have to. No, I'd rather you just tell me.
Do you know you love it?
That's a
No,
tough one,
you
no,
not.
because I'm thinking about that. If I catch you, if I roll up on you, anything is liable to happen. So I'm trying to. I'm trying to. If I can have it my way, I'd rather you just come out and tell me. Because if I catch you, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, calm down. I ain't cheating.
Flashback.
See, that sounds more scarier if I say it like that.
Okay, it ain't me.
He hype already.
Brittany, Bert heard you on that one right there.
But damn.
He said, "Hey, there you go." Anybody else?
Yeah,
I would rather catch my partner cheating than confessing and telling on myself. I would much rather catch them cheating. That's a lot easier to digest for me. I just no.
So you would rather catch them cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Anybody?
would
Go ahead.
rather catch them cheating too.
Okay.
Because what
Okay,
I learned,
I gotta ask why.
why? Because men don't never confess. So I learned from my experiences. Don't tell on yourself, because men sure don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a different reason why I think so.
Okay.
Because a woman can forgive a man. If a woman tells a man he could have cheated 15,000 times, that's not all men, but some, because there's some men that will stay. But a man, if some men can stay, they can cheat 50,000 times. You can cheat one time and they through with you.
That's
It's
right.
a wrap. They're done. You trash to them. So
Men can't. They can't
they
take
can't
what
handle
they
that.
do to us, right?
Thank you, D.
Tasha, what was
So
the
that's
question
why
again?
I said silence.
What was the question?
Okay. The question is would you rather confess to cheating on your partner or catching them cheating on you?
Yeah, I would
I
rather.
would
I'm
rather.
sorry,
I
you
would
know
rather
what?
confess.
You know what? I misunderstood the question because I thought, what would you rather have your partner do rather than tell
Right.
you
Right.
or you
Right.
catch you? I'm
No,
sorry, that's the way
for
I
you.
answered it.
Okay. No.
That's
So for
why I said your ass is lying.
Yeah,
Okay,
you ain't
okay.
confessing shit.
I'm about to say no, you ain't said that.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, fellas. Yeah, nah. I'd rather catch it. Whatever
Okay.
happens, whatever pop off, pop off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Carousel.
That's why I said what I said.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question, Tasha. I'm sorry. I answered that totally incorrect.
Carousel has a different point of view. Come on, D.
I would confess because my anger management skills are not on point. So if I catch you, I mean, it ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I,
Well, damn, D. Well,
I
damn.
would confess. I would
Know
confess.
what I'm dealing
And
with.
I feel like with me, like my biggest pet peeve is people lying. So I don't lie myself. I try not to, especially about something serious. So I would confess.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. So here I go.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
I'm
No,
scared.
my brain works a little differently. I've I've always you try to roll alone because, as many people say, you ain't gonna tell on yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Having said that, if I had to make a choice between the two you're giving me, I would rather confess. The
Mhm.
reason being is because to deal with me, you pretty much going to have to know that I'm going to be basically as faithful as my options.
Damn.
So if I'm look, if you're keeping me satisfied and I'm in the house, whatever. But if there's too much lag in the relationship, too much time, I'm in the wrong situation. I'm just a man, and it's free pussy. So what can I tell you? So my thing is, I think you should understand that
Pitiful.
about me
Pitiful.
to know that that's who I am. So if it came down to, I would rather confess because I have a rule that I like my women to. If you're gonna, if you're dealing with me, I
Mhm.
expect them to get them some dick on the side. That does not bother me one bit. Doesn't bother me one bit. Not one
Mhm.
bit. My thing is, don't get caught. Do not get caught. Be smart. I'm hoping I'm dating a smart woman. So my thing is, you don't shit where you eat. I've always said that. You know what I'm saying? So don't take unnecessary chances. If you want to get your bell rung when you go out on your girls' trip, you go on a vacation, you out of town on the business trip, baby, put your legs clean behind your ears and have the time of your life. And if you do that, make
Not
him
behind your
jimmy
ear.
up. And make him jimmy up. Because when you come back to me and I'm raw dogging, don't give me nothing. Don't give me nothing. I won't give you nothing. And at least make it as somebody on my level. And if you follow those three rules, we good. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not checking your purse. Don't get caught, because then it's a different person than me. So if it's between the two, I would rather come out. So I've always, when I deal with women, my thing is don't ask, don't tell. If you want, don't ask me if you really don't want to know. So be prepared that you're going to get the truth answer out of me. So if like I said, if I come in from someplace and I've been gone and you said, look, did you get you some? My question is going to be, do you really want to know?
Mm.
So
I
that's me.
thought people
That
not
part,
asking that
that
question.
part, that
Hey, Lay, let me ask you this one, brother.
Mhm.
Now, would it go both ways? Like, if you telling her about this, would she have to respect the fact that you want to step out and do the same?
I'll say that again.
Like, what you were just saying, like whoever you would be with, like, you would expect something like that on a girls trip, something like that. Would it have to be the same type of respect towards you if the same thing would happen with you if you was out with the fellas or whatever the case might be?
So again, I think any woman that kind of deals with me know that I have a wandering eye. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna flirt. I might even do a little bit of touching. I'm gonna try to keep it as much in the pocket as I can. I just think that's all healthy for a relationship. That's just me. You know, but I've always said this, Bert, and then in the panel, I don't I don't go out looking for it. I really, really don't. So that's why again, I have to preface it all by saying I'm as faithful as my options. At 53, being obese, missing teeth, I got diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, sciatica, and some other shit going on. My options have dried up,
Not doing this tonight.
So I'm keeping it as honest as I can. So guess what? If I'm out at this stage of my life and somebody want to give me a piece of that mustard snatch, I'm just as shocked as she is. Hey, you know, all right, let's go.
Not musty.
Wait, that's why I could not date you. And you got too much going on.
I'm just
And
saying,
you what? I would have
I
been
got lots of issues, sis.
I would have been done jumped on your fucking back and pulled you out. I
That's a
listen.
pretty.
I'm, I'm a pretty honest. I would like to think that I'm an honest person, but from my experience, I've never met a man who ever told me the truth in terms of them dealing with other women.
You dating the wrong type of man, sis.
I've,
I'm
I've
Jenny.
never met
Jenny,
other men that I've dealt with. They never confessed. Like even when they caught, it wasn't me. You
Jenny,
get
I
what I
don't.
mean?
They shaggy.
Okay,
I've
Brittany,
never met a man that ever confessed to any time that they cheat. Never.
so I want to bring up a point that Brittany brought out. Silence is not cheating. Also, I want to say, Brittany, silence is not confessing either. So that kind of both will go both ways. So you're right that hey, if you don't say anything, you ain't done nothing.
No,
So
You just ain't
omission
get
is
caught.
lying.
I'm agreeing with
Omission is
Brittany.
lying.
I'm agreeing with Brittany. I'm
No,
agreeing with Brittany on this.
Have you ever met a man? Well,
I'm agreeing with Brittany on this one.
no.
Don't ask, don't tell. I always thought that was a fantastic policy, and I think it works. So like Brittany said, hey, she not gonna come in from her girl trip and say, you know what, you guess what happened to me, because I think you women are right in this sense. I think as men, our egos and our pride does not allow us to deal with being cheated on. I believe that's why we are built. I think women are built, historically to deal with that better. I really do. So, with that being said, my thing is though, at the same time, we have a nature in us too. There's an innate nature in us to do what we do. So my thing is, don't want to know every damn thing.
why not? Shit.
I don't think women go around
Why
asking.
not, Freddie? Shit.
Oh, Hannah, some
I'm
do.
not. I'll
Baby,
be
some
honest.
do.
I'm not asking. If I gotta wake up every day and ask if you cheating, what are you doing?
No, let me say
Your
this. Sometimes
mother.
they don't. Well, sometimes it's not they don't have to necessarily just ask, but you got the ones who go through other great lengths and that whole you want to see my phone and know the code to my phone and looking in my drawers when I take
Oh,
off and all of those kind of stuff.
No,
You
I didn't.
Who's
If you
doing
didn't
that?
birth, if
oh
you didn't
man.
birth that person, why do you need to know all that
Oh
information?
man, I know women who go through those lengths,
I'm
and
not
that's
doing
my
it.
thing.
I'm
And
not
But
that's
doing
the
no
thing.
draws.
men don't understand this. You don't know what I'm agreeable to if you don't tell me. I might be down with you having another woman, bringing another woman in the bedroom, but then it becomes an issue when you do it behind my back. I mean, if you're honest and upfront, then we can probably have a situation. But it's the lying that most women can't deal with because most women are in a threesome, because he cheating anyway. But if you just open the door and talk about it, a lot of women would be okay with that.
I think you make a great point.
You
I
sure
just would
does.
I would just counter that by saying that I don't think women are totally honest about the numbers that they do either. I've said this my whole life. When you ask
Mhm.
a woman how many people she sleep with, she only telling you the guys that she likes. She is not talking about miscellaneous.
I agree, brother. Keep preaching
She
that
is
truth.
not talking
Keep
about
talking.
miscellaneous chicks, and that's been proven on this show. That same guy y'all talked about who couldn't last, his dick wouldn't stay hard.
Word.
Uh, he had a smell, his breath stunk, but he did get the head in. Y'all
Uh-huh.
don't count him. Y'all don't count him.
Exactly.
No,
All that
no,
little
Black.
girl
This
talk
this
stuff. We
new
know. We
age
already
though.
know. We just don't say nothing.
Lee and Bert,
That's right,
we
Lee.
have two men on this show. I have a question.
Okay.
If women honestly told you their numbers, would you still think of them as ladies or are they hoes in your mind?
Oh, all right. I'll answer that. Well, you mind if I go, Lee?
Honestly, like
Please
I'm
go,
not
Bert.
even in the
Please
room.
go, Bert.
Straight
I
up.
gotta hear
If
this.
you
This
coming
is
to, if you
good.
coming to me, Ralph, we're talking about our sexual history, our sexual past. To a lot of men, that's not going to be too intimidating. I'm telling you this from the
If they
rip.
say 55 men,
If you have 55 men, well, how I say if I had 100 women?
I ain't asked about women. I said the
I'm just
woman
saying
said
it go
she
both
had
ways. We can always stack the
55
numbers.
men.
It's just about what the individual can handle. If they say, hey, listen, this is what I was into, this is what I did, this is what I knocked down, then fine, so be it. It's up to me or it's up to that lady to know, hey, listen, I know you're experienced, but just because you got the numbers don't mean you really know how to work it.
You still ain't answer the question. I said she a lady or a hoe.
Huh?
Is she a lady or a hoe? That's all I
Well,
asked.
listen, it depends on how many, like how close together all those 55.
I'm asking you, is she a lady or
How
a
close together
hoe?
are those 55?
Answer the question, my brother. Is she a lady or a hoe?
Depends on the situation and what's
my
going
Lord,
down.
answer the damn
And you know,
question.
there's too many things you gotta put into. You know what I'm saying, Liz?
Exactly, he can't answer the question because he don't want to answer.
I'm gonna answer the question. She's a hoe, but I like hoes. But I
Thank you.
like hoes. But let's not kid ourselves. We live in a world now where up is down and white is black, and they don't even say you lie anymore. No. If you tell me, you know what, black, I've been with 55 men. Oh, you's a real hoe, ain't you? But I like that kind of shit. So I'm okay with that. I'm at this stage in my life where I need experience. You couldn't give me no inexperienced woman, no damn virgin. At this place in my life, no woman in bed that don't know what a body can do and don't know if she want to be touched and, ooh, I ain't figured this out yet and I ain't never had an orgasm. You keep her. I want that golf ball sucking hoe that can get the leg
Now, we
behind
put
her
it like
ear.
that, then yeah. I mean, that's what we getting down.
Give me that hoe
My
that know
brother
what she doing. I ain't got time to play around. I'm
So
too
what's the
old.
acceptable number? What's the magic number that she cannot have too many passes? What's the
Great
acceptable
question,
number?
Tasha.
That's what I was saying.
You
What's
ain't
the
say
number?
that, my brother.
Okay, for me, Tasha, for me, Tasha, I can deal with the amount of soldiers in that wall. I just want to know how much damage has been left behind. Because my thing is, I don't. The numbers is one thing, but if I go down there, your pussy lips all ragged and they tore up and your balls all beat out, it could be 5 people that been in there with a big punch or something. So I don't care about how many soldiers been there. What was left? What was the damage left behind that wall? So you've
Oh,
heard me say
Oh,
that.
dang.
You heard me say that pussy been in quite a few walls. When I say that about a woman, I'm telling you what I saw, and that there was a lot of damage down there.
I'm gonna have to take a sip.
I'm just,
Hey, listen, some women got that snapback though.
I thought it was
well, Bird, I had one chick I really liked her, but I couldn't do nothing for her as far as regular sex. I had to do anal sex with her, and I'm not really an anal sex person,
Yeah.
but she was steady too, 3 kids, but she had no walls whatsoever.
Oh, so you
He
just
was
fell
hot
right
dog.
on in.
Gone,
How is
Hot
that?
dog in the hallway.
How is that possible
22.
though? Like I don't understand how you.
22.
gone,
I'm not a man.
gone.
I don't know how that was.
How old was she?
Oh, she was young. Do you know
Uh,
who I'm talking about? She
I
was
know
young.
I know
No,
exactly who you're
also
talking
She was
about.
young. She was young. At that time, was she about 26 or something like that? Maybe.
No, she was like
no.
23 or 24, I
Young
thought.
girl. Young
Yeah.
girl. Walls gone. Now I kept her
but once
around
you have
because
walls, so like it can. Okay, I ain't
walls
going
was gone.
scientific.
There was no wall.
Some
yeah,
women don't know to do that,
There was
honestly.
yeah,
I'm
there
just
yeah.
was
I
saying.
it
don't,
was
yeah.
Like
gone.
what?
So we had to have anal sex, but a head
There's
game
no hot band
to
nothing.
this day in 2021, wherever you at, baby, your head game is still the best.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. And
Shout out to the
She
lockdown.
said she had to think on that.
yes, sir. She ought to be teaching a doctorate. I tell you. I try to tell you.
Lee, this
I'm
definitely
trying to
changed
tell you.
that.
All right. Let me move on to my next question.
I love it. I love it.
All right. This one's gonna be a little hot as well. Would you rather discover that your partner had a threesome without you, or discover that your partner cheated on you with an ex of theirs?
Woo.
Neither.
You gotta pick one. You cannot cop out with neither.
Is somebody gonna bail
I
me
already
out?
know, D, that you don't like not you just said about honesty. So I
Yeah.
already know both of them is bad, but which for you would hurt the worst? Finding out that they had a threesome
Ooh, that's the
What?
and you wasn't in it, or they actually cheated on you with their ex.
I think for me, the ex would be worse because there's history there.
If the person cheated on you, she would say ex.
So, yeah, with an ex, there's history there. There's might have been some love there. So you going
Okay.
back revisiting that. With a threesome, I mean, it could have just been a night at the club. You met a couple girls and, things went down. But an ex would be worse for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody? Sherry, I heard you talking. Which for you?
I think a threesome.
You would rather, so you would rather that they not had that they find out that they had a threesome without you. That's worse?
A threesome without you.
Yeah, that's worse for me.
Why? Why?
Because you would have been having sex with two women or whatever, and you could have brought me something.
No, he said without.
No, I wasn't involved.
Yeah, right. Without us. So for you, you're thinking health concerns.
Yeah, like you could have brought something home. Like, what type of shit you doing? I mean, because if you having sex with your ex, you had sex with her before me anyway. I mean, some people, it'd be psychological. They might think he still want to be with her, but go the fuck ahead. I always say, you don't never keep one, you keep two.
Okay.
Gotta keep a safety net.
Okay.
My husband right here.
Okay.
I keep a safety net.
My husband right
Okay.
here.
Anybody else want to go next?
I'll go.
Oh, okay. No, I would say
I would rather.
Hold on, Jenny. Hold on for a second, Jenny. Come on, Hannah.
It would have to. I wouldn't either because I'm seeing red on both. But
You gotta pick one.
If I have to pick one, it would have to be the threesome. Because if I find out and you done went and had sex with your ex, who's your ex for a reason, who you might still be communicating with, because how did you get in touch to have sex with your ex? I mean, you still having a conversation.
Right.
No, just get my bail money ready, because if I find that somebody, I'm going to jail, smiling in this mugshot.
Okay.
You don't get bail for murder, Hannah.
But that could be a stranger. You don't know that person. Is over. You never probably gonna see him again in life.
Okay. Now here's the wrinkle, Hannah. Before you answer, Jenny, here's the wrinkle. What if the threesome was with the ex?
Cut his dick off. Cut his dick off. At that point, that's just disrespectful.
Good question. Good question, Joseph. Come on, Jenny. Which one would you prefer?
I would prefer sex with an ex only because I never had a threesome. I don't know nothing about threesome.
No. I think you misunderstand the question. So, but you just told us something interesting. Hey, I'm hold on, where my pen at? I'm a file that away now. So she just no. So
no, you said if they was, because to me it could work both ways. Like they could still meet a total stranger, have a threesome, and still be
no. I'm asking you, would you rather find out that your partner had a threesome without you, or would you rather find out that your partner cheated on you with their ex?
I would rather find out that they cheated on me with their ex, because I would never consent to a threesome. You understand? So they would have to have one without me.
She's still missing it. You weren't gonna be invited to the threesome, no way.
What she said is that I'm
he said without me, right? So I would prefer the second choice. Why? Because I wouldn't with the ex. Right. I would the threesome is cheating still. So
right.
It's cheating. As far as I'm concerned, it's cheating still. I would never consent to a threesome, or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be okay with them having a threesome.
I don't know if your consent to that threesome is definitive, but we're gonna have to talk about that. But okay.
You would be the one to say that.
I get it on this lady.
Come on, Bert. Come on, help me out, Bert.
Get a shot at it.
You know what I mean? Like I
do, baby.
I would be mad if I would prefer them cheat with their ex as opposed to presenting a threesome.
Okay.
Me too. Me too.
Okay. Okay.
I,
Come on, Bert. Come on,
All
Bert.
right, all right. Yeah, I couldn't go with my partner sleeping with their ex because that's an emotional attachment. And that's something
Mhm.
that's a lot more stronger that you introducing into
disagree.
the relationship.
I know
That
somebody who
and
had
so
threesomes
I just feel
twice,
like
and
listen, like that's just a whole nother different deal right there. Now
and
if
it
you talking
destroyed
about
the
with a
relationship.
threesome, I don't care if you're in a threesome now. Now if it's a bunch of women, then I'm not asking if I can go ahead and dive on that.
There you go. There
What's
you
going
go.
on over here?
Y'all, I'm gonna say this because I would much rather discover that you had a threesome because again, with the sex with the ex, that's just a violation. And I'm
Right.
gonna assume in the threesome it was two guys and one girl. I'm not gonna assume it was two bitches. I'm gonna assume it was one.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot
We
have.
the only hope.
To me, they could be good. They could be cool. I've known somebody very close to me that it destroyed their relationship. A threesome.
Now, what if your man did something with the guy, Tasha? If it was a guy and a girl,
It's
would you
still a
still feel the same
violation.
way? You still
Still a
feel the same way?
Still a violation. I'm still gonna be pissed either way. And then if you throw in the ex as part of the threesome, oh, you just want to die. Yeah, I mean at that point you want to die.
I'm with you, Tasha. Sign me up for sale by sea.
What?
I,
I'm not
I,
even
I,
responsible for my reaction at that time. I'm sorry.
I think I would,
He,
out of those two
still cheating.
choices,
That's how I feel.
Let me see.
It's still
I,
whether it's with an ex or with a total stranger, it's still cheating. They still sleeping with somebody else.
Yeah. Let me see what's your say.
out of those two choices, for me, I would rather they had the threesome without me, but not for the reasons that most people give. For me, I would rather that she had the threesome because, like I said, look, if you need something a little extra, go get it and have your fun. Again, protect yourself, protect me. Hopefully, and so that when you come back, I feel protected. Keep me safe. Like Sherry said, health reasons why. So I'd rather see that than cheating with the ex. But for me, it's not so much because he's an ex. It is and it is. It is and it isn't. With the ex kind of thing. In a way, I feel like the exes can still get in anyway. You
They
know,
can.
as a see, and Tasha agree with me. Maybe y'all ladies gonna have to tell me this. As a man, well, I'm going to say it this way. A lot of us, we walk around feeling like with an ex, I can always get that pussy.
Not with me.
I can,
Mm-mm.
I
Watch
can,
the hell over here.
I pretty much feel like I can talk myself back into it. And
No.
so my thing is with the ex, if he remotely has kept a decent relationship with her, she can trip and fall down on it. So,
That's the key. It has to be, I would think it would have to be, you still have to be kind of cool with that person. Because if it was a nasty breakup, of course not. But if you're still kind of cool with that person, you can still get in.
I agree. I agree. It depends on how the way they broke up. Like they broke up, it was something nasty, then I ain't worried
right,
about you.
right,
But if it was something where everybody was just on the same level, like it just agreed, like listen, it's just no more. Yeah, that one I gotta keep an eye on.
absolutely,
There you go.
absolutely, absolutely. So that's a tricky one,
I
Tasha.
agree. Ain't no way in hell that mofo can.
But see, y'all are on the bad terms though.
We're not on bad terms though. We're cordial. But stay no way in God's green earth you about to slide in this ever.
I love the definitiveness, baby. I love
Okay.
it. I love it. Bert, marry that woman. Marry that woman.
That's how.
All right, Tasha, come on.
All right. We're gonna move away from sex for just a minute. Would you
No.
Not all.
just for a second? I'm sorry, just for a minute. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Would you rather you be hunted by the police for a crime you did not commit or be actively hunted by a serial killer?
Well, damn.
Damn. I'll take the serial killer because at
I
least you
will
got. I
too.
mean, it's like,
Oh, why? Why?
Because he'll get
me?
convicted. The police
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah.
Because then
Well,
you say you would rather be hunted by a serial killer.
yeah, because the state of our country right now, the police can kill you on camera, on video, with
Okay,
no
okay,
repercussions.
And them
I
numbers
mean,
ain't looking right. They after me. At least
the
a
okay.
serial,
serial killer
the
is only
serial
one, so
killer,
I gotta
you
make
might
sure,
get
you
some
know, I
justice.
just
You
check
know,
each and every person.
Crime you didn't commit, your chances of being able to defend you, at least you could defend yourself.
Right.
Serial killer, you gone. It's over for you.
not necessarily. I feel like I could defend myself better against a serial killer than I could against the police at this point. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Now
what
her
about
point, she's stating on a point of current, where we are in current events with our relationship with the police. That's a
Yeah.
strong, valid point.
Yeah.
okay?
What's up, Jenny?
But what about a serial killer that the ones that can know your mind, like the guy in the movie. What's the movie?
Who?
Behind the ball. But you know that movie?
I don't know what serial killer you talking about.
Spider, I don't.
I would pick.
He
I would pick
he
the. I would be.
he used to kill his victims and
I
eat
would pick
them.
the serial
And
killer.
Talking
he
about Jeffrey
Hannibal
Dahmer.
Lecter?
Talking about
yeah,
Jeffrey
yeah,
Dahmer.
yeah.
I wouldn't pick.
So sis, you're saying you would rather be hunted by the police,
Right.
okay?
Mhm.
Because for you, a serial killer, you say it knows they're too smart.
Yeah, a lot of them is very smart, and some of them
Thank you.
You should go faster with the police shit. Serial
Joseph makes a good point.
they
Joseph all the way.
first or some shit. At least they'll shoot you, and you it's one and done with the police. Serial,
Okay.
you
So
suffer.
so Jenny, you say you would rather have the police hunting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Hannah, you saying no?
Hell
No.
no.
Right.
If I have more likely, if a serial hunter can hunt me down, if I kill him, or even if he even took my life, at least I know there's a chance they will prosecute him to the fullest.
Right.
If a police officer kill me, he's not going to jail. They're going to justify. They're going to say any reason why I did something wrong for the police officer to shoot me. Whether I'm in home lying in my bed, knocked out sleep, they will make a reason why I was killed. Maybe I was breathing too hard. Maybe I coughed and they thought it was a gun. It don't matter. So no, a serial killer can kill me, or I can kill them, and most likely they're gonna prosecute them to the fullest. So yeah, the serial killer could come after me, but not no police.
Okay. Okay.
And that's
Bert,
that's sad.
Bert, any different opinion?
Listen, neither one is good.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a matter of I just don't trust the cops, and that's just me. I just don't trust them.
Okay.
If they hunting me down,
Right.
listen. If my family caught wind that the cops are hunting me down, they're probably already planning my funeral.
Okay.
Straight up, they're planning my funeral already because they know they're not going to bring me back alive.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll take my chances with the serial killer. You know, we go mano a mano. However it's going to go, it's going to go.
Okay. Tasha?
I would much rather, from what I know about serial killers, and I think that we get hung up on like these new serial killers. I'm talking about the OG serial killers, the real serial killers. From what I know and in my research, I would take my chances with the police than a serial killer, because there's no telling how long you'll be with that serial killer. So.
Good thought. Good thought. I'm going to agree with you, Tasha. Although I agree with points made earlier, I don't trust the police necessarily. I think they're crooked. Certainly, relationship they have with the African American community. But I feel like if they're hunting me, I feel like even if they got me on trumped up charges, my friends, my family they'll know the truth whether I did what I'm accused of. I feel like I might have a fighting chance with them. When I think of a serial killer, I'm thinking of it from the perspective of you, Tasha. And I don't like the idea of somebody being smarter than me, hunting me. You know, I've often said that I have the mind of a serial killer. When I used to hunt them hoes down, I hunted with that same mentality
You know what?
of a serial killer.
Play
No,
it chess.
I'm not even joking. I'm
Play
dead
it chess.
serious.
That's right. I
You
know
know,
from
see, y'all always laughing when I'm trying to,
No, I know what you're
trying to be
saying.
serious, but
I feel the same way.
You was telling person?
No, I feel like Never mind, I ain't gonna say nothing like
I'm
that.
joking. God damn.
I truly understand a Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. I understand them 100. I get it. I used to comb the streets of Memphis, Lamar Avenue, Mississippi Boulevard, Jackson Avenue. I hunted every single night. I brought a different one home every single night. And I was amazed at how easy it was to get a woman to get into my vehicle and me to drive her, hit the highway and drive her all the way back to my house. She don't know where I'm taking her. And I had the mind of a serial killer. I would never drive straight to my home. I would circle around streets and go in the wrong so that I wouldn't want her to be able to remember how she got there. In fact, right before I would turn on my actual street, I lived in a house on the corner. Did them notice? Right when I'm getting ready to turn them out, I used to say, well, sweetie, reach down there and get this. So they would look down, and by the time they look down, I'm up in my yard. I didn't want them to see the numbers on my house. I would think the way that she doesn't know where she's at, how long I'm going to keep her. And I can tell you guys this with 100% certainty. I had full control of that woman. I controlled the lighting, the temperature, what she drank, what she was going to do, how long she was going to do it. And when I was done with her, that was when I was done with her. And I used to think to myself, she could be missing and nobody would never, ever know, you know. And so the idea that a serial killer who could think 3 steps ahead of me, and because criminals, they have time. They have time to sit up and think of shit that we just don't think about. And I'm uncomfortable with the idea that even to this day, when I'm coming home regular now, I would hate the idea that somebody is hunting me, watching me, knowing my moves and anticipating what I'm going to do. I don't think cops are that bright. I'll take my chances with them.
Serial killers, they some sick individuals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read a couple of comments. Joseph says serial killers can be cops. He's talking about the movie with Robert De Niro and Pacino and 50 Cent. Absolutely. So, but you know that I don't think that happens too often. You know, Jenny said there are several police. She said I'm hiding from one serial killer. Now she's talking about a real situation now that she's going through. Just so you guys know, you know that she's literally dealing with a situation right now, and so. Think about that. To have to get up every day as a woman. Darcel, you talked about one show before about walking down the street and how fearful it is for a woman. Imagine knowing somebody has already put it out there going to kill you and they're not caught by the police. They've already committed that crime. So imagine every day when you go out or coming home to think that somebody's watching you or your children and watching your going and comings. That's too much stress for me. But I understand your point that where we're at with law enforcement, my God, you know, and like you said, that's scary that more than half of the panel thinks that cops will work. That's isn't that something?
Yeah. Scary. Scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if a serial killer ran up on you and you had a weapon, you carry a weapon and you protect yourself, you can justify killing them. A cop can run up on you, and even if there are a serial killer, because I do watch the ID channel a lot, and there was a couple cops on there
right
killing and kidnapping women.
Right.
And they actually got away with it. And they had known facts and truth on them. The ID channel ain't nothing made up. It's the real
right.
And I watched, and the cops it was a serial killer cop in Utah, and he got away with it because he was a police officer.
I feel you, but I'm like Tasha, we're not talking about today's
This wasn't
that guys that gets up. No, and that's so you making my point. You're making my point for me.
That kill serial killers.
So you making the point for me, Hannah. You said this is recent. So
I said it wasn't recent.
Okay. So, but the ones we're talking about, so that's for me. I'm scared of the Son of Sam's, the Ted Bundy, the Boston Strangler, the Zodiac Killer,
Golden Gate Killer.
These are people that they're not gonna run up on you. Just these are. Oh, think about the BTK killer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I mean, you talking about the BTK killer? His killing stretch went on for what was it, 35 years?
I
It
think
was a
so.
long
Yeah, we
time.
was
It was
watching.
it was
Yeah.
well over that time.
Yeah.
Because the old serial killers, they were I'm thinking like Ted Bundy, he was charming. He wasn't in your face about to kill. He
Right,
was charming. I
right,
knew I would have fell for it. I knew I would have got killed if I was
right.
in that day. I knew I would have because I
I
trusting
stayed
like that.
Because people are trusting too. Think about
away.
Gates, who killed all them boys and stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
you know what? To this day, it amazes me how easy you can get people to go with you someplace.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I don't. They're just not maybe thinking about it in that context, but you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I agree with you, Joseph. That idea that somebody's going out doing that. Hey, man, I hunted them streets with the mind of a serial killer, so
And
I understand it completely.
you know, sometimes too, people, especially today, they're just not thinking. I remember one time when I was in Philly, a woman jumped in the back seat of my car and thought I was Uber. Now, what if I was just somebody just sitting there waiting?
Oh man.
Got you. I
Mhm.
got you.
Right. Right.
Ain't nothing you
Right.
can do. And
Right.
she wasn't paying attention. She just saw a car pull up, didn't look at nothing. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "You was in my car." You know what I'm
Bert,
saying?
Bert,
Like,
Bert, I'm gonna do you one better. Prior to me being celibate, living here in Atlanta, I worked the apps.
mhm.
I worked them dating apps. I done beat so much snatch off of plenty of fish. It don't make no sense. My Sherry, when I come to New York, Sherry seen me operate. Sherry said, my sister was like, "Are you? This is 2, 3 o'clock in the morning." I would say to my sister, "I'm getting ready to go out." Sherry said, "I can't believe this. I'm a stranger. I'm visiting city because you can go in the city and say, look, I'm in your city. I'm looking to hook up, blase blase,
True.
and
True.
I'm telling you right here in my apartment, and I have a perfect situation. I live on the third floor, and I could see them coming in. They can't see me. I'm looking at them the whole time, plotting their demise, rubbing my hands together. Now, I wasn't gonna kill them, but I'm just
He's
saying.
gonna kill something else.
Right.
Wow. You gotta go, sir.
I'm just saying.
Can't be up tonight.
I'm just saying. Hey, I've done my dirt. Just so I'm
Yeah.
clean now, yo. I got a clean bill of health, and I'm doing good. Doing good.
That was a good question. I actually really
Yeah,
like
that
that.
was good. That was good.
Okay, let me get another question here, guys. This one we've had a show about this before, but I wanted to revisit it as a quick question. Would you rather date someone you're physically attracted to, or date someone who is intelligent, or date someone who has ambition, date someone who is loyal, or date someone who is funny? So if you had to pick between those characteristics, which would you rather have? Physically attractive, intelligence, ambition, loyalty, or funny?
Are they a good fuck? Are any of them a good fuck?
We, we so we we didn't
Any
we,
of them? I mean,
So you
God,
said
that's important.
very
that
strong
didn't come in
suits,
there.
right?
That
You
didn't
said
come in
strong
there.
suits.
That wasn't in there, so I don't know. If
I
you had
think
to go off just those characteristics,
Okay.
let me go.
okay.
I would take the funny one because he funny. I like a man that got a good sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Because he still could be intelligent and but I don't want none that's what's the other ones you had?
You got physically attractive, intelligent, ambition,
I mean
loyal, and funny. You chose funny.
right, but the intelligent one, I don't I don't have to have that because like they could be boring. I mean, I don't want to be with nobody that and they what I'm saying, they could be boring, they could I no.
So for you, funny
It's
is
funny.
out of all those characteristics, funny is the one that does it for you.
That does it for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
I
Who's
would go
next?
with ambitious.
Okay.
I was gonna really go with loyalty because I'm really big on loyalty.
Okay.
But me, I like very business minded, and I just need someone who I can, who very ambitious, who not just gonna sit there, who we can build
Okay.
And you can be funny, but you can't build off funny. You can build off jokes if you got the coin.
Right. Right.
However, I'm kind of torn between loyalty and ambitious, but I will go with ambitious.
Ambition. Okay. Who's next?
I'm picking loyalty.
Okay.
I would have went with ambitious, but you know me, based on the conversation that
Right.
you and I had on a
Yep.
prior show, you
Yep.
know me, ain't no working with nobody.
I got you.
Remember that? So
Right. There you go, baby.
I
There
like a
you
guy
go.
that is, ambitious, got get up, do
Right.
something, not sitting around, whatever. But I also told you I was willing to work with a person. But
Right.
as I am now, it's loyalty. Not to the point where, of course I wouldn't want them to cheat on me, but loyalty to the point where they will have my back.
I
You
got you.
understand?
I got you.
Need them.
I got you.
Like, that's big for me. Like I need a person that could, could be there for me when I really need them.
I got you. I got you.
That's
I
why I
got you.
pick loyalty.
I respect that, baby. Who want
Okay.
to go next?
I'll go. I would pick intelligence. I love me a smart, nerdy man. That's my thing. That turns me on. Ambitious, you could be 40 and still want to be a rapper. That's ambition. It ain't gonna never happen. But that's ambition. So and loyalty. I mean, everybody wants or hopes, their significant other is loyal to them, but not always. But I think for me, intelligence would carry us, a lot. I need somebody that I could conversate with. So
Okay. Okay. Tasha Albert.
Phew. Um,
That's a big puff.
yeah, because you know what? I was also thinking about loyalty, and I'm just thinking about where I'm at now.
Right.
But yeah, I would have to go with intelligence. You know what I mean? I would like, for her to be really smart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would have said, because I know as men sometimes we are visual, but then again,
mhm.
I've been there where you had somebody visually that was good, but other than that, it was like nah, and it kind of makes them ugly.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
nah, yeah.
Yep.
So I would have to say, yeah,
Yeah.
intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Tasha, it's on you.
It is difficult. Definitely physical. That's not really important. I mean, you can debate that all day. It's not really that important anymore. For me, it's a toss up between funny and intelligence because ultimately, if you can make me laugh, you can get in with me. And as far as intelligence, I guess it depends on how intelligent are you speaking. Are you speaking to where genius level? Yeah, that's debatable of what you could, what you would consider as intelligence. But for
Mhm.
me, if you can make me laugh, that's a great start.
Okay. I wanted to revisit, I'm going to answer it for myself too, but I wanted to revisit this question because I wanted to highlight again for viewers out there just how important being funny is. We look at famous people we know and we see these comedians and these silly guys and they don't have to even be famous. And you wonder, my God, how did he get that woman? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it starts to make you think about personality traits
Yeah.
out there and what women are looking
Yeah.
for. And so, honestly, a lot of times when we get past the chiseled body and all that kind of stuff, I think a woman really just wants somebody they can be comfortable with and make them laugh. And so, Tasha, I feel you, and it's just fascinating. Having said that, I do think the other toss up is what Adi is saying. For me as a man, it's intelligence. You know, I do think, like Bert said, when we're younger, it's obviously going to be more physical. That's what we see. We're creatures like that. But I think once you get past that, if you had a few bad chicks or whatever, you know, then okay, like you said, somebody can be beautiful on the outside and just an ugly person. They can
Mhm.
have traits that are ugly. They might still be pretty,
Mhm.
but maybe they have a jealous nature. Maybe they're
Mhm.
insecure. I think about Halle Berry, for example. She's been voted the most beautiful woman in the world before.
Mhm.
Can't really keep a man. So at some point, you have to start to say, well, maybe it's not the guys, maybe it's you. Maybe there's something about you. You know what
In
I'm
her
saying?
You gonna
defense,
take
she
drugs.
Go
said
ahead.
that I said in Halle Berry's defense, she said, "Who said that she was trying to ever keep them?"
I heard that. She did say that lately. And
Did
I
you know
heard
that
that.
my last husband though? I recently heard call her the N word.
No, well, and I'm not surprised. And
No,
so
I
I
was
was,
shocked.
and so I'm not, when that happens. But I would say to that D that she can say that now after
Yeah,
having all these
after the
years.
fact. Yeah.
So, but I like her comeback. I do like the comeback.
I
But
would dig.
my point, it does speak to you though that wait a minute. And then we see a lot of beautiful women. You wonder, well, why they ain't got nobody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it may be their person. Maybe it might be something simple as they just stuck up. You know what I'm saying? All those things. But for me, it definitely is intelligence. Um, where I am now, oh my God, I just can't be with a dumb woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a complete and total turn off. I don't care how attractive she is. And again, that's one of the reasons why I bowed out. Believe it or not, I still was attracting nice looking women.
Mhm.
Getting pussy is easy. They plummeted the price of pussy. You can get water. Is as easily as you get pussy. So it's nothing to get some snatch out there. But they're not that. Finding somebody that's bright and intelligent
Like a
is a
bad.
whole nother ball game. A lot of women don't. They have no idea about. See, they have no idea about current events. They have no idea who's. Stop laughing, Tasha. But just
Because I
saying.
got
So
something to
I
say.
did. I was chilling out.
anyway, so I'm not even gonna go on with that. Before Tasha has to say, I want to read what Joseph said. Joseph says he would go with loyalty. He said, I can watch TV or listen to the radio for anything funny. I can make a person ambitious. People can always learn, so intellect can be learned as well. Loyalty is engraved in a person. A person cannot read or write and have no ambition, but their loyalty is unmatched. Like your points, Joseph. I don't agree with all of them, but I like your points, my brother. I
I
like
ain't,
your
I
points.
like them more. I like
I
them
like
more.
your points. I don't necessarily agree with all of them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, when you say intellect, or what you said about intellect, that it can be
No,
learned.
that's not true.
I don't
That's
think
not
that's
true.
necessarily true. Sometimes
No,
dumb is passed down from generation to generation.
dumb is
You
dumb.
know,
Yeah.
so
Y'all preaching tonight.
I'm just saying. I mean, Joseph, I work in education and I deal with some true dumbasses. I mean, every day. Tonight, when I came on, Tasha knows this. My energy level was so low because of the absolute numbskullery that I deal with on a day to day, and just the Sherry's been on the phone with me. D, y'all have all actually heard me with these calls, and
Mhm.
I'm as professional. And I say, that dumbass, and it's just dumb. Dumb is soaked down in a soul, and there's nothing you can do sometimes. But you make some really good points, and I know what you're saying. That theoretically a person can get smarter. Whoo, my brother, I just don't know if that's always true. Tasha, I don't want you to forget your point. Go ahead.
No, just when you were talking about how easy pussy is, it just takes me to like Pawn Stars because you just make it seem like what is the going rate of pussy?
I know.
On that show, like what's the going rate of it? Like you got an expert in it. What's the going rate of pussy? $32. What if it's 73 pussy? Is it more? Is it less? I mean, what is it?
But prior to the pandemic, it was $40. $40 was the going rate.
Does it matter what year the pussy was born in?
$40.
Oh yeah, all those things. Well,
Is
$40.
it
well, you know,
vintage? Is
I'm
it
not.
an 80
In
ring?
case,
What is
in case
it?
y'all, in case y'all don't know, I did not make this figure up. I put this on everything I hold dear. Google it out there. I swear I'm not making this up. $40 is like the normal asking price for sex now. Seriously, that's what they're asking for. I don't
That's
know what
even
they.
fill up your gas tank.
I'm just
Thank
saying, but
you.
40. I'm just saying, but that's
That's
what it
what
is.
Going rate is $40.
It's $40.
that's not even my nose.
That was pre-pandemic. Once the pandemic hit,
Inflation is a
now,
motherfucker.
oh,
$40.
like I'm
Y'all
saying now,
selling your box for $40.
now me, If I give you $40, I'm renting you for the weekend.
The weekend.
Wait,
The value of
We
the
have to
dollar is
smell it
just
for
terrible.
$40.
You over here for the weekend. If I spend $40,
crazy.
$40.
Wait, he
forty
said he went
$40
for the weekend.
for the
So,
weekend.
can I say one thing, Lee? When you say that, I mean, I know it might be true, but it's amazing. That's why some men nowadays don't value women like they did before.
I
Because
agree.
before it was to keep the thought of you thinking you was going to get some pussy. We saying pussy tonight?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
Get some pussy. You would do anything to get the pussy. But if you get her for $40, they don't
$40.
gotta do a damn thing. They can
40
cash out you
$40.
and you
And
can be balls deep for
and
$40.
and, and I want y'all to read what Joseph has said. He says it's gonna go up again with he's absolutely right. When they raise the
$40.
minimum wage, now you're gonna have these pussies out here thinking that they worth more than they can get. You know, that
They can be.
I
They
can make
are worth more. They
$15
don't
an
know what their
hour.
pussy is worth.
Huh?
Know what your pussy
Man.
is worth.
That is horrible.
I'm
That is
just saying,
Please know
you
what
know,
it's worth.
you know.
It's worth way more than 40.
Well, some of it's
I actually
overpriced.
agree with you,
It's,
but
well, it ain't
but my
overpriced if you
thing
do it
is I'm
right.
not gonna give you more than you demanding. I'm not a fool. Like if I told you I work the apps, I put this on the souls of my two brothers. On the souls of my two brothers, I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I'm not making this up. And so this is what the conversation will sound like. So what's up? So shit, I gotta get somebody to keep my kids or whatever. So what that means, sweetheart? So shit, you got like $40? All right, come on.
$40.
The other one is
Bill, what
uh,
that
uh
pay for?
you think you get this
He
one.
said the
Well,
weekend.
you
Oh,
think
for
you
the
can give
weekend?
me
Oh.
you think you give me a little no. I don't pay $40. That's what they asked for.
bull.
I'm giving you
He used the
20.
word he left my
I'm giving you
Oh, you low
20.
ball in the line.
I don't pay 20 40.
Thursday.
That's what they asked for. You promise. My thing is, I will give you a $20 bill, and then I will tell you that the head wasn't all that, and so you're not gonna get the other 20.
Yeah. Oh
And
my
then, if that fairy bank don't smell quite right, I start deducting.
God,
If
Michael.
you sit in here and you
Man.
drink 2 or 3 drinks, that costs. So my thing is, when it's time to settle up, my thing is, all right, sweetheart.
Hot one.
Well, shit, you done had about 3 good drinks in here. Plus the pussy was kind of tart, and the head wasn't all that.
I'm coming now. I'm sorry, though. I can't get over the $40.
No,
That's what it
What's
is.
$40
I
doing?
can't either.
You just
That
broke it down.
I'm on the souls of my Hana, on the souls of my two brothers. I'm telling you, $40 is the going rate. I don't know if they paying a little bit on their phone bill or getting gas or whatever. I have
A
no
little
idea.
bit of gas.
What is $40?
Man, I hope they get home.
You
You know
know?
what's crazy? I ain't gonna say nothing. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it quiet.
And I'm not saying all women. Clearly, there's women out there in Magic City that make more money than I bring home. But I'm talking about your average Joe Mo women that's on the apps. And if you've never been on the apps, you would. In case women out there thinking that we're talking about ugly women on apps, we are not. We talking about some of the baddest looking women walking around here in Atlanta is on those apps, and they looking. And when I was in my serial killer mode, this weekend is perfect. You know why? Because every nasty, filthy, no good bitch out there ain't gonna get baller money.
Yep.
So what you do is you wait till about 2 o'clock in the morning, cause by then they done been out, hung out, they ain't get picked up, and they're a little bit thirsty, they're a little bit high. They want to come somewhere now, and that's the easiest way. If you get on them apps 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, right about now this weekend, see, LeBron James ain't picking up every nasty, filthy, no good bitch out there tonight.
Oh, seriously?
So for everyone he pick up, there's 100 out there that's visiting from Alabama or Florida or Tennessee or some shit, and they just in town, and they all staying 8 in a hotel room, and I got a comfortable bed in here with hot water, and I got a cup of soup in there in the kitchen. You got to be crazy.
All right, you got the noodles
Shit.
going. Listen.
I'm trying to tell you.
These women don't know their worth for
I'm
their box.
I'm just trying to tell you, like taking candy
Listen,
from a baby.
Everybody got a price. Some of us just more expensive than others. That's
Yes.
the only difference.
You're right.
Say it again, D.
You're
Some
right.
is way more
D, you're right.
expensive.
This
I'll
is
be
coming from a
damned.
woman. This coming from a woman. She said, I have a friend who said he would rather give the money than take you out. He said he'd be out of at least $70 going on a date. So think about that. If I take you out to a club, by the time we order a couple of drinks and order a burger, she's right. I spent $60, $70. I'd rather give you so a lot of men think I'd rather give you the $40, no fuss, no muss.
Yeah, if you just out trying to get some ass, then yeah.
What are you getting for $40?
Head and tail. Head and tail.
Oh man.
Head and tail. Now you're a damn fool now you got the ones who are trying to tell you that, oh, Wes, what else is, like I said, if you know what you're doing, you know how to talk, head and tail, and you not getting $40 out of me.
They don't get the 40 up front.
Oh my God.
Hell no. That's an amateur move. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Like I said, I will watch them to make sure they ain't bringing nobody else to my house. I will see they by themselves. I get a chance to look what they look like. If I think, okay, all right, then that's when I tell them I'm on the 3rd floor. You don't tell them hoes where you at until you get a good look at them first.
I know that's right.
Now, once they come up in there, you expect them around. And again, how it starts is I'm gonna have to sample that head right from the gate. We need to know if you're gonna be here for an hour or 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have to sample that head from the gate.
So I just got up the stairs. I'm still breathing hard.
No, you can get in. I'm gonna let you get in, sit in, cause when you sit down, I'm looking you over a little bit, but 15 good minutes in, I'm gonna say, well, shit. So what's up? My thing is, I'm already sitting there with my legs gapped open. I got a towel sitting underneath me, so you know what it is.
Right to the mic. What's up?
You know what it is.
I'm gonna have to kill Freddie.
Man.
I'm just saying.
We have the words on.
$40.
I'm sorry. I can't get over the $40.
Baby,
women, know your worth. You can get way more than $40. Way more.
Right. You actually can get more when
you already there. He's already horny. Up the price.
I'm just letting you know you can get way more than $40.
Yeah, especially when you already there.
I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. The moment you come out, actually, the moment you're on that app, I know I got you. If you show them interest, I know I got you. Cause you can start out with the $100. We gonna weasel it on down to, well, shit. Just come on through, shit. Let me see what that mouth do. Come on through. Let me see what that mouth do.
See, and it's 2021 now, and it's like I'm gonna get in there.
You go to the corporate luncheons. You go to the steakhouses at the bar at happy hour with the corporate people. You don't go to the app. And you can get $40.
So I'm so glad you bring, because I hear this all the time. Now the ones that the corporate, I ain't got to pay nothing. Yeah. They got more money than me. I ain't got to pay nothing.
You don't have to pay. Because
they gonna break me off with some head, and I ain't got to give them nothing.
Yo.
Can I say one thing? No. You can give up more without giving up the box to some, depending on who you find.
I wish you better start teaching them that out there.
You can give up more without giving it up for the thought if he can think he about to get it.
And they work harder when you don't give it up.
Hunter, do you know how many Fridays we got off work? Me and my boy, we sitting in a sports bar, and we tossing back some drinks. We ain't even looking for nothing. Do you know how many times women will come up and start buying you drinks? We're buying you drinks.
Oh no!
No. These are successful women with BMWs and whatnot. One of the reasons why I moved across town from Riverdale to Smyrna, because I worked in Dunwoody, and the struggle was I would be in bars after work, sports bars, and it's harder to get them hoes to travel way across town to Riverdale. But now that I live in Smyrna, I ain't but 10, 15, 13 minutes away. I can't tell you how many nasty, filthy, no goods that left out of here with BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, and everything else, and I ain't spent nary a dime. and
Mm.
and
They
half
don't
of that
know,
is
they don't know
fantastic,
their worth.
whatever you want to call it. But I have the same
Congratulations.
tile
They
sitting
got
under
to
me,
come down.
and I expect that
Stop
tile to
what
be
you
sloppy
want to
wet
be.
when they finish.
If it's
Have to
if
kill
it's
Okay.
it's 2021 now, you should, if you get in that apartment, for the women who are doing the $40 thing, once you get in his apartment and he ain't giving you the money, just start screaming rape and running into walls and shit. He gonna give you
That's all.
something more than
Now
what you
there
asked
you
for.
go.
Tasha?
Damn,
Was it
see?
Oh,
Tasha?
okay. That
Yeah,
now,
See, but what? We don't
that's
love them.
shady as hell, but effective.
Tasha
and
got me
that's
clutching my pearls.
now what you're saying, Tasha. That's the challenge, is trying to recognize crazy, because crazy. You're right.
That ain't recognizable with any price
You're right. And I've
tag.
had a few crazies. That's when you throw your hands up and look, bitch, you need to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Make them sign that waiver. Make them
Yeah,
sign
yeah,
that
Wait,
right.
waiver.
ain't no waiver.
Yes,
Get some
right.
cameras up.
Yeah, Freddie,
Get
I
some
want
cameras up.
I'm
That's
sorry.
I've had a few crazies, but that's Tasha, you got a good.
Oh,
But I always look at it like this: if the cops get called,
going to jail.
this is what I'm gonna stand on.
I'll make her
I'm in my apartment. She drove to come here. I had to give a code for her to get in this gate. She climbed up flights of stairs to come in here, and I'm sitting here. And you know what, officer? I ain't twisted no arms. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't go get her. She drove herself over here. So you're gonna have to figure it out at that point who lying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take my chances. Brother Kenny, what's
normally,
going on?
I need them to stay away from the $40.
I'm,
I
I
can't get off
know.
the
Please
porch.
What up,
do.
Kenny?
Please.
Hey
What's going
Kenny,
on? What's going on,
Kenny,
Black
you
people?
getting it for 40?
what's going on? Uh, y'all not look at the comments from women who are valid. She said the thirst is real. This
Mm-hmm.
is really happening out here. So you better be
Maybe.
glad you coupled up, sweetheart, because what's going on out here is real.
Streets
I'll
are
be
vicious.
damn. Yeah, I'm about to say Ruth Chris.
But that's what it is. So
We're doing all this going
look,
on.
Okay, yes, they are. Yes,
Yep.
they are.
I'm look. I done took myself out the game. I'm socially distancing. I'm not out there, but I was out there. And that was the going price for real. And I didn't set that price. They lowered it down to that's what they were asking for. So
That's crazy.
we might have time for one last question since we got Ken on. Tasha, throw us one last question in here.
All right. Would you rather never have to experience physical pain or emotional pain ever again?
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good.
wow.
Yeah.
Can I
Physical.
I
go?
would say for me,
Go ahead.
it's gonna.
No,
Oh,
Diva.
Go ahead, D.
I was gonna say for me, I would rather never experience emotional pain. I mean, physical scars heal. Emotional pain, man, that cuts you deep, and it lasts forever.
Okay.
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah.
I would say I'm speaking from experience. From childhood to adulthood, I've been through a lot of emotional abuse,
Hmm.
and I
Wow.
never
Want
the
to go
healing
back.
place I'm at now. I can never go back to that ever again in life.
Right.
So
Okay.
I
Right.
can my physical scars can go away. I can get treatment. They can go, but that emotional is something deep, and you can pass it on from generation to generation if it's not handled. So I would definitely
Mhm.
go with physical.
Mhm.
Wow.
Tasha, you said we never will feel physical pain ever again.
Yes,
Right.
physical pain or emotional pain ever again. Which one?
I'm going with physical pain to take that away forever. Because with my emotional pain and scars, I can go see a shrink for that. I could
Okay.
talk to somebody for that
Okay.
and try to get past those hurtful moments. But
Okay.
physical pain, yeah, if you could take that away from me, I'm straight.
Okay. Okay. Kenny, what you say, my brother?
I think I have to agree with D and Hannah. I think emotional pain, because physical pain, I can heal from that. I mean, I can deal with physical pain. Emotional pain, it gets so much deeper. It gets so much. It's in your psyche. And you definitely have to get therapy. I mean, and it can affect you in your relationships forever. Whereas physical pain, you can heal from that.
Okay. Okay. We got Sherry, Jenny, and Tasha.
I'm gonna say emotional. Also, for the same reasons previously stated, but also sometimes emotional pain can manifest itself as physical pain. So I would, that's one less pain that you would even have to I would still say it's emotional.
I say emotional because like I have seen situations where emotional pain, like you, all of 60, 70 years, whatever emotionally happened to you, you still haven't gotten over it. I think.
Okay. Okay.
Say the same.
Jenny, bring us home.
I say the same. Emotional, because there's some scars that just take a long time to heal, if they even do that. Like emotionally, like you could think about something, and just the thought of it can bring tears down your eyes.
Mm.
You know, some emotional scars, they run
Okay.
that deep.
I'm going to agree with Bert. For me, I could deal with emotional pain better than I can deal with physical pain. Um, Ironically, in my life, I never broke a bone. I never had anything really bad happen to me. The worst thing I ever had is 3 stitches in my forehead playing around with Sherry. So literally, seriously, you know. And then, of course, as an adult, I've had a colonoscopy and, minor little things. I'm terrified of hospitals. I don't do well with pain. I live in pain every day right now. Every single day of my life, I live in pain. I have sciatica. When you have sciatica, gout, and peripheral neuropathy, I dealt with some pain that I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Mm.
I don't know if you've ever experienced sciatica pain
Yes.
where you have to crawl to to the bathroom because your central nervous system, it hurts no matter where. Sit, stand, lay, it doesn't matter. And I'm in here screaming, actually screaming. You know, Tasha's had to take me to the hospital. Jenny has taken me to the hospital. I've had to have people hold me up to take a piss. Well, I guess what, folks? That pain don't even compare to fucking gout in your hands. You think gout in your feet is bad. When your fingers swell up twice their normal size and they hurt in a way that you just want to cry. And you have to let this pass. Same thing with peripheral neuropathy from diabetes. Like somebody is taking a hot knife and stabbing you in your leg like a tattoo, and you cannot sleep. So I have to take psychotropic medication to sleep, which it. So I deal with pain.
Mm.
So if you could take the physical pain, I pray that I wake up one day. I don't know if this ever gonna happen. I would love to wake up one day and actually say, damn, nothing hurts. Because the emotional part, I can deal with that. Not that I've been through a whole lot, but you know what? Our family grew up rough. Me and my sister Sherry. When you look at us, people might not know the journey we've been through. We were latchkey kids growing up in New York. Growing up in New York at a time when crime was, Jenny knows this, this is not the New York you go visit now, where white people live in Harlem. We grew up in Harlem when white people didn't come above 96th Street. There were literally serial killers out, gangs. Me and my sister was little, right? We were what you call lasky kids because my mother had to work. She cleaned houses. So we lived in, how we got in the projects, we lived in a tenement with no heat and no hot water for 3.5 years. We lived on the 5th floor, and right above us was the roof. We had rats in our apartment bigger than cats. You know, when you go turn the stove on, the whole damn stove. Anyway, we lived in some serious situations. From that, we lost 2 brothers to HIV and AIDS, and watching them die at home. Emotional stuff, I can deal with that. I whatever that thing inside of me is built up. I've been through a divorce. I've lost a couple of homes through foreclosure. I've been evicted. Very little can beat me emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that I get up every day and this this is not going to beat me. I got this. I can handle this. Physical pain breaks me down. So I know I went a little deeper than you guys were expecting, but I can deal with physical pain.
How long have you been dealing with those ailments? How long have you, with gout?
I got when I moved here, March 1st, made 5 years in Atlanta. I got diagnosed as a diabetic when I moved to Atlanta. I was limping one day, and on a Saturday, I started limping. The next day, my feet was hurting so bad that I had to go to the emergency room. That's when they told me that I had peripheral neuropathy, nerve damage in my feet and legs, and I was a diabetic. And then since then, to learn to live with being a diabetic, I had to learn how to eat right. And, I love seafood. My gout came as a result of I used to buy $120 worth of crab legs every week.
Oh my
Wow.
Hell, I'm single. I live alone, so I can treat myself. But I was spending every weekend. I would buy myself, and so too much shellfish in my system caused gout, combined with the other conditions.
gout. Wow.
Yeah. So I've had to learn how to eat better
No.
and treat even right now. Y'all notice on this show, I'm not drinking any alcohol tonight. This week has been a horrific week with pain because last week, the Wednesday show, I drank damn near a whole bottle of Fireball.
Oh man,
I was
God.
having a good time. I got happy.
Man,
I got
oh,
happy.
man. Yeah, you got happy, all
I
right.
got happy. Now add to that every day I was drinking coffee, and I put a lot of sugar in my coffee. And then I was eating Subway, and I was acting a damn fool. I ate hot wings and some more shit. I was just doing way too much. I was feeling myself. Well, my body said, okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna show you.
And I have not had a good night's sleep all week long. I have woke up every day with massive headaches because either my blood pressure was up or my blood sugar level was too low. Today is the first day where my vision in my left eye is clear because I've been sucking down water, and that's why I'm not drinking tonight. So my body, I have to deal with pain every day and adjust the pain every day. And that don't even include some of the other ridiculous things I go through dealing with diabetes. It's going to take a special woman to deal with my monkey ass because I got a lot of problems.
Well, thanks for your transparency, for real. Thank you
For
for that.
real.
I know.
I didn't know all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, my brothers. It's a struggle. I'm not ashamed of anything because, again, this is what it is. Sherry's husband is a diabetic. I'm not putting him out there. It's you have to love somebody to put up with. There's a lot that goes into it. So again, this whole being celibate, this whole dating myself, as Tasha said, is to get myself prepared to be a better person for whoever I met. I can talk openly about all the shit I've done. I don't want to be that person anymore, but I've done it, and I don't, I own it. But I hope that I find the right situation, to where that person can accept all of my flaws and whatnot. But it's a job. But I don't want to bring to her the whole sack of shit that I'm carrying right now either. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I gotta lose some weight and get a little bit better. I gotta get my Superman back. I might not carry her around, but I want to at least be able to lift her up. Shit.
Hey, amen, brother. Amen.
Anyways, like I said, that's the last question we got. Kenny, thank you for joining us, even if it was just for a few moments.
Yeah,
We always like having you, my brother. We missed you today.
yeah. I was trying to get on. I had some other things going on. I couldn't come on. So, but yeah, I enjoyed what I heard earlier. Y'all had some good questions. I hate I wasn't able to
Appreciate you,
come
my
on.
brother. Appreciate you, my brother. Look, we try to keep the Saturdays fun. I hope it was fun for everybody. So I heard a lot of laughing, so don't take this silly show too serious. We're all real people, though. I love seeing all of you guys because as real as I am, y'all are real too. Y'all are just as real, and it's a beautiful thing to continue to pull the layers back to know. Darcel, I've been friends with her for years. I still learn new things about her. Every time I do this show. So I enjoy seeing a beautiful face and just hearing her intellect about what she feels and stuff. Bert and Hannah, y'all my new friends, two of my favorite people.
They
Two of my
dope.
favorite people,
Yeah,
man.
dope.
Y'all so fucking real that I just love
Yeah.
y'all together, love y'all individually. I thank y'all for coming on. I mean, I just love having you guys. You just don't know.
We
Kenny,
love it.
Kenny, my dude, this is your maturity and intellect. Is hard to find black men that bring it like you bring it. So my brother, I love everything
I
about you.
appreciate that.
Well, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we missed you, Kenny.
We
Yes.
do.
Uh,
We really
Yes.
did.
We
We
did.
really do.
oh man, y'all making me blush over here.
Nah, I'm just using these last few
You
minutes
on this?
to
That's
tell you
right. You're a
guys
real one, bro.
how I feel. So
I
Jenny
appreciate that.
and
And
my sister, my
Kenny, you
sister
gotta meet Jenny. Jenny Kenny.
Hi, how you
What's
doing?
going on, Jenny from Jenny from the
Jenny.
block? Jenny
This
from
is
the
Jenny
block,
from
huh?
the block.
Okay, what's going on,
And
Jenny?
I miss her. And I got my other Jenny, my baby girl, on as well, Jenny
Okay,
P.
got you.
Jenny from the Bronx, literally
All
from the
right.
Bronx. Who you looking at? We missed you, but she's never been far, But I love me some Jenny from the Bronx, beautiful personality will give you the shirt off her back. And the relationship between her and my sister, you couldn't ask for a better friendship when it tells you there is real friendship between women.
Yeah.
So despite some of the fuckery, there is real friendship between women. It does happen. It's real. And that doesn't mean that they agree on everything, but it just means that they love each other enough to get past that. So that I love and respect. I can't even say enough about my sister Sherry. She gets on my nerves. I could choke her for but I love her more than she didn't. She just And then McMack, I when I use that term McMack, people don't know. I met her and I said she's like a guy. I had the benefit of having a woman friend that's kind of like a guy who
Mm.
thinks like a guy, her mentality. And so Tasha's a little rough around the edges, but smooth and just the right place. And I love
Okay.
that about her. And I love her brutal honesty. And so I just took the time for me to just thank everybody and even my people that's tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. So my energy level was down when I started. I was only going to do an hour. I had already told Tasha, so I'm only going to do an hour. You guys charged me up. I enjoyed every bit of this tonight. I'm in a fantastic mood. So thank you guys.
Good,
And
good.
Thanks.
you know,
Ready?
so
All-Star weekend tomorrow. All-Star game.
the game is on tomorrow. That's I don't know if you guys are basketball fans. No fans are in the stadium. Get this, people. But all these people are here in Atlanta. No socially distancing. The clubs and the bars and everything is packed.
Oh, it's
So
pop.
they're
Oh yeah.
bringing in whatever they're mixed. 2-3 weeks from now, watch the numbers here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Watch
Right.
what I tell you.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be some
I
$40
believe it. I
transactions
agree.
this weekend.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of them $40 transactions
Uh,
in Atlanta this
yes, uh,
weekend.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, Lee, because
uh,
We supposed to be coming there in 2
through.
weeks.
Oh, okay. Y'all
We
be
supposed to be
safe.
going to Atlanta in 2 weeks. Now I'm
my
scared.
nephew and his wife are coming as well. So that's why I was telling y'all. Y'all, I think, going to be at the same
Yeah, we
time.
gonna be on the same week.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
so
scared
please
though.
stop in.
I don't
But
want no
look,
COVID.
so let me say this. I'll just say this: if you still come, bring your double mask, and then uh, you guys be careful. Now the people here they're going to leave, but I'm telling you, watch the numbers because
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's almost backwards. You understand the virus enough that there's no fans, but
Right.
you're still going to have the
All the
after parties and the
festivities.
clubs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The
That doesn't
$40
make
gonna be
sense.
rolling
All-Star
around.
weekend was in India.
Yes.
Look, $40
Because
gonna be that
they're protecting their product, which is an
Bingo.
athlete. That's what they
Bingo.
do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Bingo. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. So
Yeah.
that's why I was saying not every high class hoe is gonna make it up into those hotels. It's gonna be $1,040 hoes out here tonight.
You're gonna get more than
Cash
$40
App is gonna be
because you
busy.
get 40 in total.
Right, right, Bert.
Go.
Yeah.
Rona popping.
Yes,
Woo!
yes, it is. Yes, it is. So anyway, folks, I hope to see you, Bert. You and if y'all don't come to Atlanta now without stopping in and at least seeing a brother. You know,
You
I'll meet
already
you guys
know.
out there,
I'm
whatever.
trying to take Bert to his first strip club when I get there.
Oh,
See the
Oh,
women.
oh,
Who they are.
oh.
Nice.
Hannah, which one
Nice.
you gonna take him to?
I don't like strokers. I was gonna take them to Magic City. Is it a better one?
Magic City is the go-to because that's the standard. You're gonna spend a
Yeah.
lot of money.
Is it a better one?
Well, I like Blue Flame.
Okay.
Blue
I want
Flame.
him to see, like, I went to KOD in Miami. I want him to see some of that.
Okay, so what kind of women they got? What kind of women
They
you
went
talk?
to the ceiling and came down in a
Magic
split
City,
from the
Magic
roof.
City, Magic
mhm.
City, Magic City.
She was on the
I like
ceiling
ghetto
doing a
hoes.
full split.
I like ghetto hoes. I like the bullet holes.
Oh no, I don't want to go to
I like Blue
not
Flame.
his first
Yeah.
experience.
You're right. You're right. You know,
Funny as-
right. You know, you go to Blue Flame, you get the ones that literally work at Family Dollar and McDonald's.
Oh no,
They
I
just
need them to
they dance
smile
on the
and propose.
weekend.
Right? Remember with that deal at the store.
Don't to me.
You know, and you catch the ones who this is their first time. See, the way I used to do it, you go in there and you catch the ones. This is your first time there. Those you just visiting.
Mm.
Yeah, you know.
Gotcha.
So, but Magic City, look, Atlanta is a great place. You know what I'm saying? So
That's where all my family from.
enjoy.
Every last one of them.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Jenny, love you. Dr. Strange, we stopped taking questions, Dr. Strange. The show is actually over. Please come back on Wednesday. Come back on Saturday. On Saturdays, we have these fun shows where we keep it really light. So, Dr. Strange, please go to my channel on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, Real Talk for Real Men. Anybody out there who haven't subscribed, please like the videos, share it with friends. Please subscribe. We want to have you here. You're welcome to come on camera. So, but unfortunately, I always keep it to 2 hours. So I hate that, Dr. Strange. You sound like you wanted to be in some questions. I hate we missed you. Come on back. Come on Wednesday where we talk serious, and come on back on Saturday where we always keep it fun. And so we look forward to having you back next time. I'm gonna look for that name. So everybody, I want you to enjoy the rest of your weekends. It's been another great edition of Real Talk for Real Men. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
All right, everybody. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Peace and love.